Cancer, welcome to your end of February 2025 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. So before I begin, I just want to let you know that this may be the last tarot reading that I do on this channel for a while. I said might because I might change my mind, and it could very well change my mind. But I do have another channel that I started last summer. I kind of played around with it just to experiment because I believe I've been shadow banned for years, since 2019. And I'm coming up on 10 years of doing astrology and tarot on this channel. Very happy, proud, and thankful to everyone who has watched. And when I've been giving this announcement, some people have said, oh, I've been following you since 2016 or, really early on. So if there are any of you out there for whom that is also true, thank you so much. But even if you just tuned in me to the first time today, it doesn't matter. I'm so grateful. But the thing is, I did an experiment and I was able to get like 1,000, just for that. And I didn't have hardly any subscribers. I think I have like 216 right now over there. So, and then I didn't hardly have any. So I'm like, okay, something is definitely up here. And so anyway, the point is that I also think it's kind of like, I kind of wonder sometimes how many people are interested in both astrology and the tarot. So I think it might be kind of good in that sense to like separate them so that, if somebody's subscribing, they don't want to get all this unwanted content either way. So I'm just, just in case, it's going to be called it is called Sag Virgo Chick Tarot. I'll put the I'll write it out so that at some point in the video. And if you're interested in subscribing to that channel. Okay, here we go. I'm missing a card from one of my other decks. So this is what is it called? Something like the Witch's Tarot. It's a name like that. And it's very faithful to Rider Waite, but I think they might have all women in this deck, which I'm not crazy about because, I don't want men to be erased. That's not cool. But it is, if they're going to make it like a witchy thing, I guess I'll forgive them. And, diversity of image, that's important to me. But I do, I call it like my woke decks. I got 2 woke decks. And that's fine because I do believe that it's good to have diversity in imagery. So, but I'm kind of irreverent, so I'm okay. Okay, so let's start. You got some good cards here. I didn't want to end on the 5 of Cups because that's kind of a bummer, right? So I picked an additional card. The heart of the matter is the 2 of Pentacles. You may be a busy little beaver. Pentacles can be practical matters like work and stuff like that. Any way that you're earning money. But they can also be, but it can be money matters, work matters, health, that kind of thing that's connected with the material. But when you talk about the 2 of Pentacles, it can be that you're juggling things. Like maybe you're going to school and you're working. Maybe you're taking care of an elderly parent and you're going to school. And it's just like it's a juggling act. And it's kind of like saying, whoa, do you have too much on your plate? Why are you in this position? Maybe it's 2 people that you're seeing. That's your juggling act. In the past position, we have the 3 of Cups. This is a card of some kind of toasting, celebratory meeting, friendship. Like maybe you met somebody when you were out with friends. It's kind of like always gives me the vibe of somebody who is very like who is single and looking and hanging with their friends a lot because of that. And and also with the Two of Pentacles, maybe sometimes it's like trying to meet somebody, but you've got so much on your plate. It's like, when am I ever going to have time? Three of Cups is social activity. I mean, it could be like a baby shower or something specific that you're celebrating, or a wedding shower, but I think it can be just really touching base with friends and spending more time with them, which sometimes when women get involved with a man, I can't speak about same sex relationships, but I know with heterosexual relationships, women can be very, like, get really immersed in that relationship, and then don't, they ignore their friends, until they need them, until the guy, they have some problem. The higher message is the Ace of Cups. This is new love coming into your life. You know what I really feel like, if as a message for some of you Cancer, I was going to say females, but why? Why should I limit it to that? Some of you Cancer people, if you're looking for love, I think one of the best ways to do that is through having fun and really being in this space, in this energy of like happiness, because I think that's when you're going to really attract love to you. And, Cancer is one of those signs that's very, because you're a water sign, you're very emotional, but there's like this intensity sometimes. And it's really like wanting to be loved, not just wanting to love, but wanting to be loved. And you have to kind of like look at that and say, am I really like more wanting to be loved than wanting to love? Because you can love everyone comes into your path, but you don't have to like love me. Like in Alice in Wonderland, there was a bottle that said drink me. Well, it's like, love me, please love me. No, you be love. And then love will, break down the door to come and claim you as their own, because you're so irresistible. What crosses you is the Empress card. Very interesting, because you know what I was thinking first and foremost? Cancer is a sign of the mother, so a lot of times, and even if you're a male Cancer, you may still have some of this desire to be a parent, and that's nothing to laugh at. That's great. But this, by the way, I just did Elon Musk's um, looking at his chart, and he's a sun in Cancer. Or was he? Or is he a Capricorn? He might be a Capricorn, but he does, I think he might have the moon in Cancer. I got to find out. But he just had his 13th child or something like that. So Cancer and Capricorn are two signs that are very family oriented. So you may be looking for a partner that is because you're looking to have children, but you can't allow that to kind of overshadow, to kind of consume you to the point where you're just like, on a rampage looking for somebody because that's like this is like the, they have the divine feminine. This is like the, what do they call that? The toxic femininity. And that also applies to being a gold digger, or if you're a man, if you are attracted to women who are kind of like more sexual. This is nothing about shaming women for sexuality whatsoever. This is about men who get attracted to that aspect, or maybe even using a woman for sex rather than seeing her as a full person. And then you F around and you find out. You find out exactly what is going, it's cause and effect, baby. So you have to be uh, on point with any woman that you deal with. It's not just the woman, you know, they always blame the woman for, oh, she was a gold digger. But what was the man? I guarantee you he wasn't innocent. He was either looking for arm candy or he was looking for a sex partner that was going to be like there for him whenever he wanted it. Um, you know, so it's a two-way street. So that whole thing of the toxic femininity, not, Cancer is a feminine sign. And that can also apply, even though this card specifically, I wouldn't say that. It can also apply to, I feel like, the emotional side of things, like what women are known for, which is kind of the manipulation and the way to control through those kinds of means. And also, if this is a card about you working two jobs and or something along those lines, I feel like maybe some Cancer people are ignoring their artistic talent in favor of materialism. What's coming in is the Fool card. This is like absolutely new beginnings, and there's like a real joyous quality with this card, 0 point. Maybe this is tied to the astrological new year, which is going to be March. I believe this year it's March 20th. That's when the sun is at 0 degrees of Aries, but we also have we have two longer range planets are going to 0 degrees of Aries in the next few months, which is like unprecedented and very exciting. And for you, this is all going to be in your career sector. So some of you, this is a career reading, and it could show that you're going to go in new directions, but you have to be able to let go. It's very hard for Cancers to let go of things because you love history, you love the past, you're good at you're very in tune with the past, but the past can control you too much. The outcome is the 5 of Cups. I could have left it here. It's not bad. It's saying that you need to mourn the loss of something, or you are mourning the loss of something. And even if that's true, like, let's say you got divorced and you just jumped into things and you started like getting back into the swing of things, and maybe you never really mourned the loss of your marriage. Even if you initiated a divorce, doesn't mean that you didn't lose something, that you didn't lose the dream of what that was supposed to be. Maybe you thought it was supposed to be this beautiful thing and it didn't end up that way. And you see she's turned her back on the 2 cups that are upright, which means that there is a silver lining in this situation that maybe you're not seeing at this moment that you should see. The clarification card is the Ace of Wands. This is a card of new beginnings. I really think of that. There's going to be also a solar eclipse in Aries in your 10th house of career. I have a horoscope for March for you on my channel that goes into details of March, but yeah, and that could be kind of, I see it as like an initiation, a catalyst, because aces are new beginnings. So that's very exciting as well. Oh, wow. Well, there you have it, Cancer. I hope that this resonated. And if you would like, and by the way, this is also about the Ace of Wands can be a passion project that you start. If you would like a personal reading, please click on the link below. Thanks for watching. Bye.